A little more. Well, let's see. I can't believe I was able to move that. It's all rotten. Gotta get this thing out of here now. Somehow I gotta get that. Oh. Whoa, that was heavy. I think I got that going pretty good. That is the best I can do with my capabilities. Remember how I said there's a second culvert? There is one, but it's caved in and filled with rocks. You see how the concrete ends right there? I don't think that was ever running to begin with when they put this new front on of it. You know, the new front when they put the new concrete. I don't think the other was actually working. That's why they didn't fix that one. flowing a lot. Again, this was not done by beavers. It may have been actually years ago, but they're not keeping up with fixing it. Because it was not holding back a lot of water at all. Let me show their swamp. Got to get these gloves off of me. This is the kind of job you go home filthy, but I don't mind. It was fun to do, and it was helpful to do. It's a whole bunch of sticks. This is the worst one I've ever done. But this is what we got. At one point, I imagine this whole thing was filled with water. But no time soon. There's a few logs right here. I cannot move those. It's not a big deal at the time. This was a pretty interesting thing. When I first started taking this apart, I thought it was going to be like you just sink right into that. But that's really not the case. You see, that used to be the second side. It's filled with rocks. Let's take a look inside of there. Now you see how it's made of granite? That means this was probably put in like 100 years ago, and they just reframed the front of it. But this thing is going so fast now, I don't think it's going to clog up very soon. And another reason I don't think it's going to clog up, like I said, there's a bunch of things here that'll catch it first. If it becomes a big enough problem, I guess I'll come out here with a saw. I come out here occasionally. It's a good place to go hunting for frogs and snakes. Not to kill them, just for fun, finding them, making videos of them. A lot of water snakes out here. It's probably a good thing that I'm not draining this completely. But I'd say it definitely needed to be done. And I can't believe that it hasn't been done. It's not like it's abandoned. There's working rail service coming right up above this. There's 2 tracks up there. But I'm sure by the time it flooded, they'd notice that this was building up with water. I'm using this thing just because it's convenient. I found this thing sticking out of a dumpster. It's got these really hard spikes. The other end of it has this like pry bar. And that works pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and clean myself up in the water just temporarily. And you notice that I'm wearing these kind of like, I guess you'd call them Crocs today. The reason I'm wearing those, no sense wearing boots, they're just gonna fill up with water. And also I don't like the idea of wearing waters because my shirt, every part of me gets filthy doing this. So I don't see the point. I'm wearing crappy pants. These pants, I got them at a yard sale, super cheap. I don't care if they're stained or even if I wreck them. Maybe you saw me throw it off to the side, that piece of styrofoam. There's also a bottle somewhere. I throw that stuff off to the side so I can get rid of that. Not gonna leave it out here. I don't even know how trash gets out here. I'm so far out in the middle of nowhere. Probably a fisherman. try to get a crack at this again. See this stuff here? You can get the dirt apart, but the sticks just so tight. I can't really do much about that. I was right. I'm on the other side, and there's only one tunnel. The other tunnels are completely blocked up. You see the older stone? They only used one of them. You can see all the way through to where I was just on the other side. See it in there? There's granite walls. So this is probably like 100 years old. And right over here, there's another one that they no longer use. There used to be another railroad track right here that they haven't used in such a long time. It's in great condition, even though they're not taking care of it. I'm back here the next day. Today I brought a shovel. I'm gonna try to get rid of as much of that dirt as I can, because I did not feel right about leaving that there. Okay, making that wider made me feel a lot better about leaving this. Everything falling there was dirt and small sticks. That'll just flush out the other side. It's not going to clog anything. It's just dirt, it'll fall apart. That actually came apart a lot easier than I thought it would. I thought I was gonna need an axe. Didn't even need to use it. Last night in my absence, we lost almost a foot of water. Now this is the part that the beaver lives in now. The beaver abandoned the old one. That is the beaver there swimming. The beaver abandoned where I cleared all that debris away from the culvert. This is the new place. I walked to the end of that swamp and up into the woods. This is their new home. You see their new dam? This dam is in a good location. It's not gonna hurt anybody. It's not gonna cause any flooding in anywhere important. They're out here in the middle of nowhere.